Hello and welcome. I am the Retroish Gamer, and I figured I would do this tutorial here just so that way you guys can have your settings properly, set up basically for when you want to record your gameplay. Because here we are. You've started your channel. You've got the name. You've got the gaming system. You've got your games planned out. You've got everything kind of like figured. Like this is where I want it to be, and all of a sudden you start recording and everything's just a bit choppy. I'll go through the settings. This is going to be a quick tutorial. We're not going to go in depth with what most settings mean, except for one that I feel is kind of important. And so yeah, so we'll just kind of like jot through that, and then I'll go into, if you want to see which capture card I actually use, because I went through 3 of them, and it was the 3rd one that finally kind of like made sense to me. So let's get on board. There's one important step that you want to do first though. So I do recommend that you hook your console up to your TV while doing this, just in case you hook it up to the computer and it's not available, right? So here is step number 1. And I think that this is, I believe, specifically for PS5. I don't know that there's an Xbox alternative to this. It may just be a PlayStation thing, honestly, because I have, if you can see in my background, I have the PS2 and I have like a little mini kind of like classic PS, and there's a Super Nintendo behind me. Every one of the games that I've hooked up to this works just fine. This is the only system where I've actually had to do this step. So you're going to scroll over here to your settings tab. You're going to click that. You are going to go down to System, click. Going to go down here to HDMI, click, and then when you are connected to your TV, this one right here, this enable HDCP, okay, you're going to want to click that off. That'll be on when you're connected to your TV, and it was on when I connected initially to my computer, and it just wasn't recording. It won't show a picture at all at that point. So go ahead and click that off. It's nothing too crazy going on here. Okay, let's move on to the settings. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's proceed to go into the settings. So down here, click your settings. This will obviously bring up your settings menu. Duh, like what else can it do, right? So you'll have general, appearance, stream, output, audio, video, hotkeys, accessibility, and advanced, right? So for our purposes here, we're going to hit output, okay? I'm not gonna be able to change anything because I am recording. So your output mode will be set to advanced, okay? When you have that set to advanced, hit this recording tab. Your type for recording will be standard. Your recording path, I personally like to just have everything saved to my desktop. It's much easier for me to find, but you could like literally like set this to, go into your downloads folder, wherever you want to find this later on to go ahead and edit it, right? Recording format, this is going to be one we'll touch on in a second, okay? Let's get our video encoder to Apple VT HEVC hardware encoder. You're going to want to keep that like that. Audio encoder will be core audio AAC. Your rescale output will be disabled, 1920 by 1080, and then you'll have this split by time if that's not set. Your rate control will be CBR. Your bit rate, you'll want to set anywhere between 18 to 20,000. Your keyframe interval, 0 equals automatic, so that's kind of like what I do, but you'll want to set this anywhere between 0 and 2. Any of that is fine. Your profile is going to be main, and then your spatial AQ will be automatic as well. Then you'll hit apply and everything will be good there where that's concerned. Main just means that you are main. Main means that you are using less computer power, okay? Let's go back up here to our recording format. Our recording format, Matroska video, okay, .mkv, because if you live in a place like I do, I live in Florida, and stuff like this happens, then you're kind of prone to power outages, and power outages can really be sporadic anyways, and with OBS Studio it can crash. Your computer may just all of a sudden just decide to shut down, whatever the case may be. MKV is pretty much like an autosave feature, so this will record in real time to your desktop, and then you can just kind of like pick up where you left off. But so that's why I have that set at MKV. So if you do hit advanced though, there's going to be a couple more settings here, but let me explain this part real quick here. So when you get to the recording section, since you have a do set at MKV for recording, if you check this box here, this automatically remux to MP4. Once you stop recording, then the program will create an MP4 file right there for you anyway. So it's up to you whether, again, you want to keep this at MKV or record directly onto MP4 with this advanced setting where it automatically remuxes to an MP4 file anyway. I just don't see any point of not having the MKV file, just in case, once again, power outage, application crash, whatever the case may be, right? Going over here, your video will be set to NV12 8 bits, 2 planes, 420 2 planes, right? Color space will be REC 709. Your color range will be limited. Your SDR white level is going to be at 300 nits with the HDR nominal peak level at 1000 nits. And if these aren't checked, go ahead and check both of those. Disable macOS VSync and reset macOS VSync on exits. Go ahead and check those. That'll be it. Those are going to be the settings that you're going to want to keep. Let's talk about some cards now, huh? If you have done all of that and you're still not getting the picture quality that you want, if you're still kind of like jumpy and laggy and heaven knows what, then the only thing that I can assume from there, like it was for me, is that it's going to be a problem with the video capture card that you have. So the first one that I had was this brilliant little thing over here. This, I don't know if we can get the text is going to come up like really good over there. So it says USB 3.0 HDMI video capture. It says all the right things, right? 4K Ultra HD, and even when I was looking on Amazon, they showed this thing as like a gaming system hooked up to it, and it's supposed to be really good. This honestly has become a $20 paperweight. The only thing that makes it pretty attractive there is the fact that it is just $20, right? The second one that I ordered is this thing right here. When I ordered this one, I don't know why in the US they sell this, because this is actually meant to go onto European systems. So in Europe they run at 50 frames per second, as opposed to the US where we run on 60 frames per second. So this thing only has a recording capture of 50 frames per second, which makes it laggy in general also. So once you got this hooked up and you were ready to start editing, then it was laggy. Number two, the audio just didn't monitor, right? Because when you have all this stuff set up, it is really difficult to actually kind of figure out what's what. So you got like your microphone capture over here, and you have your game capture over here, right? So it's not, you can't exactly plug everything in like very coherently to monitor everything at once, right? Like I don't like monitoring my voice anyways. As you can see, I don't have headphones on right now just because I feel like I'm talking fine. I can see the peaks on the computer anyway. I'm gonna mix it, when I'm doing the editing. So I really don't monitor my voice, but I need to monitor the game audio, obviously, right? So that's one thing that really kind of just turned me off about that, because I did everything under the sun that I could really think of to get the audio monitoring done and working, and it just didn't work. So that one was a no-no. So if you were planning on buying this one, or if you had this one, then I had the same issues. Maybe you had the same issues. I don't know. Maybe I just had a defective one. All I can tell you is that the company that actually makes this doesn't even have this on their website. Okay, they have their microphones and other accessories, but they don't have this thing on their website. So I don't know if there's just a faulty product in general, right? This one here, though, that is the winner for me. Simple, plug and play. OBS recognized it immediately, set it to 60 frames per second, and if you go watch the gameplay, it records phenomenally, and it has a headphone jack that's directly in the video capture card itself. So you plug your headphones into there, and you're good to go. You're monitoring your gameplay, and yeah, everything records perfectly. Record in OBS and everything just works phenomenally. This is only like $58 plus shipping, I think. No, you know what? I think it was actually $58 with the shipping included. So this is the one that I highly recommend, this Restream right here. That's going to do it for this video tutorial here. I hope that this works for you. And if you're starting up your YouTube gaming channel, then I wish you the best of luck. And, you know, share this with somebody who may need this help as well. Barring that, you know, if you feel like making your own video like this, then do so. Help other people out, you know. So I do this kind of like video gaming channel as therapy for myself, more on me in a later video, because I do want to mention somebody else as well. So that will do it for here. If you feel like this helped you out though, please do like, subscribe, share this video, and I don't know, I guess I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.